Hey everybody, just getting ready to go ahead and start busting out a little bit of a speed workout. But I'm practicing my timing. Yeah, I'm working on getting my mindset ready to go ahead and work on speed development. Hope you guys are all doing well this morning. I want to take you through a little bit of a thought process when it comes to speed development. Not just for athletes, but for adults as well. You know, you see me train a lot with speed. Speed has a lot of variations to it. Short range speed, quickness, these types of things. But the thing I want you to understand is that we can all work on speed and foot quickness. And when we do, it's really going to help improve our coordination, our balance, and our agility. All things that as we get older, you're going to go ahead and start losing unless you start working on it. But it's a mindset. And here's what I mean by that. It's going to take great programming and great preparation. All right? First of all, preparation. Hey, if you're not going ahead and preparing your body to be quick, don't go there, all right? And what I mean by that is you got to make sure you're working on your flexibility, working on your coordination, working on your stability, hey, opening up your body, putting yourself in positions that are athletic, and making sure your body's ready to go there. Now, if you haven't been practicing that very much and you haven't done a lot of that, then you're going to have to start out very slowly. But ultimately, I feel everybody can go ahead and get there. Unless you have a significant orthopedic related problem, in that case we're going to have to modify a little bit. So that's what I'm talking about with preparation. Hey, it's going to take you 10, 15, maybe 16 minutes, 17 minutes to get yourself ready to go ahead and get into a speed workout. But once you get up to that point, then you want to go ahead and you want to program it in. And a lot of times when people program in speed workouts, especially with bands, their first thought is, oh, I've got to bust it for like 20 seconds hard. You know what? If you're going to really work on speed, it's all about timing. It's about integration. So a lot of times what I'll do is put their interval on for like 45 seconds. Now, am I going to bust it for 45 seconds hard? Absolutely not. What I'm going to do is work on timing. And I'm just going to, for 45 seconds, I'm going to work on timing. Let me show you what I mean. I've got my cone set up here, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to work on how quick can I get 2 steps. And I'm going to work on balancing it and making sure this foot takes me there. So I'm going to work on getting out quick, and I'm going to come back and reset. I'm going to balance myself and then work out and getting it really quick and then reset. Notice how I'm tempoing it. I'm just working on how quick can I move, how quick can I move that left foot. Now 45 seconds goes by, I'm going to go ahead and take a break. I'm going to come back and I'm going to hit the same thing going this way. Notice the amplitude of movement. It's short. I'm not worried about going ahead and doing like 4 or 5 steps. I might not be good enough to do that, but 2 steps, I can't get in trouble. You'll notice I'm working on acceleration, not coming back fast. All right? Now the next thing I can do is I can come on in and I can say, okay, now I'm going to work on deceleration. So I'm going to go ahead and take a 1 step and then I'm going to move out. So I'm going to set myself 1 step and then I'm going to move on out. Notice I'm working on deceleration and then I'm going out. That's pretty easy stuff to work on, you know. It's 1 step, doing the same drill. But you've worked on acceleration first, all right? So you're starting to get your timing down, your coordination down. You know, you do 12 45-second bouts of based on or tempo type training like that, I guarantee you, you're going to start feeling a metabolic effect. So once you get that down, now you can go ahead and start working on maybe your last set where you work on quick out and quick back, quick out and quick back. So now you're working on your coordination at a high speed both ways. You know, now you've brought it in. Now you start working on speed development in a very progressive manner. And that's what I mean by programming, all right? So don't feel like the first thing you got to do is get into this and go hard back and forth. Absolutely not. Feel like you can go ahead, break it into smaller amplitude movements. Work on just one phase of the movement first, all right? Then bring in the parts that you know are more difficult. Like you know deceleration is going to be tougher than acceleration. So make it a 1 step and then a 2 step and bring it in that way. My point is this. If you want to do interval training with speed, great. Set your clock at 45 seconds, a minute, and work on one phase of speed development for that minute. Then take a 20, 30-second break, turn yourself around, do it the other way if you're working shuffles. If you're working straight ahead speed, same thing. Just work on balancing here, working on acceleration. Bang, I'm going to work out getting out quick. I'm just going to work on my footwork. I'm making sure I'm getting my foot positioned where I want it to be. I can do it with back pedals, the same thing. I can work with turn and goes. Just working on getting myself out, making sure this foot is moving me as I'm going out. You see what I'm saying? So, hey, break your workouts down. Get your speed development going more in a progressive manner. It's one of the things I've learned in working with athletes, that it has to be broken down into phases. Well, if it works for athletes, guess what? It's going to work for adults too. So that's why I want to share it with you. Have yourself a great day.